first of all, I give Navy a lot of credit. They played really well tonight, and there was a number of times that they just kind of kept making one more play on the offensive end when I thought we had guarded some initial action well. They really made us pay whenever we made a mistake. Defensively we just couldn't get enough stops when we needed to, and that was just something that we could never get ourselves that third stop in a row to really get ourselves on a little bit of a run. I thought we missed some good looks in the second half. Probably took a couple of quick shots that weren't great. So it's plenty that we can build on and learn from, and that's what we'll do as we keep moving forward.
You obviously had a lot of new people, and how much of tonight was, well, obviously it's a game you want to win, but how much of tonight is establishing a rotation, getting to see people in first game activity?
Well, it's a big part of it. We talked last night as a team about just how this rotation could ebb and flow a little bit throughout the course of a game, throughout the course of the season. We've got a lot of guys that are capable of helping us in games, and that can be a really good thing, and that can be challenging at times as well. So, we had some guys that played really well, had some guys that came in off the bench and gave us a good spark. And as we continue to move forward, that'll be something that we're just going to continue to manage, to tweak, to try to find the right combinations, and tonight was our first crack at that.
Coach, it seemed like you were getting things going a little bit versus their man-to-man, and then each time they switched to zone first in the first half, and then the last 8 minutes or so of the second half really seemed to kind of bog you guys down. What did you see out there that was kind of causing that slowdown on offense?
Yeah, that definitely got us off balance, and as we talked about, where we want to be as a team heading into first couple of games, we're not exactly clicking on all cylinders in our zone offense right now, as you can see. And that being said, I think we had a couple of really good possessions, and the ball rimmed out a couple of times, and if those go down, it's probably a little different look from them. But in terms of what we need to get better at, that would certainly be one of the things, as is just our overall offensive flow, right? And just, I think that there were some times tonight we ran some really good offense, like we want to run it, got some great shots. There were some times tonight where guys just kind of took it and broke off and tried to make plays, which I like to a certain extent, and again, I think that's just them kind of figuring out the blend of how this is going to go together.
It was neither team led by 4 points for the longest time. It was really back and forth, and you're up 2 with 12 and a half to go, and that's sort of when they took it over. What changed at that stage, did you feel?
Well, I think we had the turnover in the backcourt that led to a layup, and then we took a quick three that led to a three for them. It was a pretty quick 5-point swing. I believe that was right around the time they started playing some of their zone that they went kind of in and out with, I think, a little bit until, said about the last 8 minutes. And I think they had a ton of success tonight offensively getting the ball to the paint. And whether it was post-ups, whether it was drives, they were living at the rim for a lot of it, and through that stretch, that's where they got us, I think.
How did you feel about Ben and Noah's defensive games? Obviously they both had their moments offensively, but I think got out rebounded by 9 there. How do you feel they played defensively?
Well, I thought they did a decent job in some extents. I mean, Noah at some points is out there chasing around a perimeter guy and then switching and guarding a 5-man. We did a poor job as a team, I felt like, protecting the rim and rebounding, and that's certainly not all on those guys. That's a little bit more of a team effort. But they said they had their way with us in the post and in the paint. And one of the things with the post feeds is that we talk all the time about the first post defender is the guy on the ball, and we got to make sure that those are tough catches, make them out deeper. And I'm not sure that we did a great job of that tonight.
I think Noah had a really nice move to the hole to put you up 50-48, and I'm not sure he got another shot the rest of the way. So only a couple. Did they do anything different? Was it just harder to get it done at that point?
Yeah, I think the zone was something that made it tougher to get it to him. We ran a couple of plays to get it to him in the zone, and I think he got fouled one time in that. But that certainly made it more challenging for him to get it.
On a positive note, Jack came in and shot the ball well. Is there anything else you saw in his game that positive to take forward with him?
Yeah, I love how hard he plays. He goes in and really plays with great effort. He's super competitive. He's shot the ball really well this preseason, so no surprise to see him do that today. He can give us a lot. The thing he didn't do today, he didn't have any offensive rebounds, but I think he can be a guy that can really, really hurt people on the offensive glass.
Another positive would be 10 turnovers. I guess you'll probably take that every night out.
I will take that every night out. Yes. And it's been a huge focus of ours of being able to take care of the ball and go to the offensive glass. And we turn the ball over 10 times a game this year, we're going to be just fine.
Kind of along those lines, started Tyler, but kind of leaned a little bit more towards others towards the end of the game. Was it just kind of senior leadership down the stretch that kind of kept you with honors?
Yeah, again, this is stuff that we've talked with our team about, and just there's going to be certain moments in games where we're going to go with certain lineups, and thought that Anders came in and gave us a really good spark, and went with him a little bit more. But it was great after the game. Tyler and Anders were sitting right next to each other in the locker room and talking about, hey, what do we got to do to be better as a duo? So those guys have been so good with one another this preseason, and again, that's what we got to have collectively with this group, because there's going to be a lot of those situations where guys' minutes are just going to ebb and flow for a variety of reasons.